guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a really cute little hoop flip. It's just a nice little way to move the hoop around your body and have an interesting dynamic moment. But before we get started, I'll remind you to please subscribe to my channel. It's a huge help. I really appreciate it. Every subscriber and like of one of my videos makes a big difference with the YouTube algorithm, so please take a minute to do that and I will be eternally grateful. Alright, moving on to pro tips. My first pro tip is to warm up your wrist. You're going to do a flamenco grip with all of your weight on it, which is always a little bit of a strain on the wrist, so just make sure to warm up extra and have those wrists really warm and ready to go. My second pro tip is to lift your heel. There's a moment when you have your foot on the bottom of the hoop, your foot is going to help push the hoop around. But if your foot is flat and flexed, it's not going to look nearly as pretty as if you lift your heel into a nice releve with just your toes on the hoop. And my third pro tip is to reach forward with your foot as you're flipping the hoop around. The hoop's going to come most of the way back around to you, but you do need to reach for it with your leg to be able to catch it. And those were your pro tips, so now let's break it down. Start sitting in the hoop with your head and shoulders behind the hoop. Then reach forward and in front of the hoop with one arm, I'm using my right arm, to take the span set in a flamenco grip. A flamenco grip means that you're going to have your hand coming around the back of the span set and the span set touching the outside of your wrist. Take your other arm and place your hand about 1/4 of the way down the hoop, maybe say 10 o'clock if the hoop was a clock, on the outside of the hoop with your palm facing down. Lift up the same leg as the hand that is on the span set and place your foot, remember toes only, on the bottom of the hoop near the center. You also probably want to shift your hips slightly over to the side at this point. Take your weight into your arms as much as possible, and when you're ready, you're going to use that foot that is on the hoop to push the hoop backwards and make the hoop do a full circle around. As it comes around, you're going to use that foot that just pushed away to reach forward and rehook your leg in the center of the hoop. This one does take a lot of coordination and timing, so it's just going to take a few tries before you really get the sense of where the hoop is going, what your timing should be, but don't give up. After you get it, it is a really nice feeling. Here's the whole thing again in real time so you can see how it works. This is also a great way to change sides of the hoop if you want to change how you're sitting in the hoop. Hi friends, it's Editing Me from the Editing Hammock with a quick announcement. If you haven't seen my new channel, Escape to Everdeen, yet, please check it out because basically I bought a 223-year-old farmhouse in the center of France and I am transforming it into an aerial workshop venue. And if you would like to follow along with the whole process from beginning to end, you can, because I'm doing new videos every Monday and Friday showing the transformation and talking about what is happening with that. So please do take a minute to check it out and subscribe. It really helps me out and it makes us all a bit closer to the point where we can do aerial workshops. So yeah, I'm now going to continue working very hard. So much hard work is happening here in the hammock.